For migrants scattered across the globe, the allure of their homeland often beckons with a potent blend of nostalgia and ambition. Years spent building lives abroad, navigating new cultures, and achieving success cannot erase the deep-seated longing for the familiarity of one's roots. This yearning frequently manifests in a tangible form, the desire to own a piece of home, a tangible symbol of their connection to the place where their story began. Many dream of constructing their ideal dwelling, a haven imbued with cherished memories and infused with the warmth of belonging. They envision a future where they can seamlessly transition between their present lives and the comfort of their homeland. This dream, however, often obscures a harsh reality. The path back home, paved with the best intentions, can quickly transform into a treacherous journey riddled with unforeseen obstacles. The yearning for home is deeply ingrained in the human experience. It's the comforting embrace of familiarity, the echo of laughter in childhood streets, and the solace of belonging. For many migrants in diaspora, this yearning often intertwines with a desire to leave a lasting legacy, to invest in the land that nurtured their dreams. This powerful emotional pull can, however, cloud judgment, leading individuals down a path fraught with hidden dangers. The following exploration aims to shed light on the potential pitfalls that lie beneath the surface of this seemingly straightforward desire. By understanding the complexities and challenges, people in diaspora can make informed decisions, navigating the path back home with greater awareness and caution. The emotional toll exacted by investments back in the homeland is often underestimated. The process of building or buying a home is inherently stressful, demanding time, energy, and requires constant vigilance. When this process unfolds thousands of miles away, the burden of responsibility is magnified, casting a long shadow over the migrant's life abroad. The weight of financial decisions, the uncertainty surrounding legal matters, and the potential for fraud can seep into their daily lives, creating a persistent undercurrent of anxiety. The dream of reconnecting with their roots can morph into a source of isolation, as they grapple with the challenges of managing a complex project from a distance.
The emotional strain inevitably impacts their relationships with family and friends back home, and with their immediate family in their current home in diaspora. Spouses and children most often will also suffer from these decisions. The constant worry, the endless phone calls, and the financial strain can create tension and resentment within the family.
The homecoming illusion, rather than bridging the gap between their present and past, can inadvertently widen the divide, creating a sense of displacement both within their adopted country and their homeland. This exploration aims to pierce the veil of the homecoming illusion, exposing the potential pitfalls that lie ahead for migrants seeking to invest in real properties in their countries of origin. By shedding light on the financial, legal, and emotional complexities inherent in such endeavors, we hope to equip individuals with knowledge and awareness of the risks. The following sections will delve deeper into each aspect of this multifaceted issue, providing concrete examples, expert insights, and practical advice for those considering embarking on this journey. From the volatile nature of currency exchange rates to the intricate web of property laws and the ever-present risk of deception and fraud, we will unravel the complexities, empowering people living overseas to make informed decisions that protect their financial well-being and their emotional health. The decision to invest in one's homeland is deeply personal, often fueled by a complex interplay of emotions, aspirations, and practical considerations. This is not an intent to dissuade anyone planning on any such ventures, but rather to provide a realistic assessment of the challenges involved. By understanding the potential risks, seeking expert guidance, and approaching the process with a cautious yet hopeful outlook, migrants can strive to bridge the distance, reconnecting with their roots in a manner that is both fulfilling and secure. If you live overseas, the financial journey back home often begins with a stark realization. The currency exchange rate is not merely a number on a screen, but a powerful force that can dramatically impact investments.
What seems like a favorable exchange rate to repatriate money home can be a nightmare if original funds invested, or potential profits needs to be returned back to them.
This volatility is particularly pronounced in developing economies, where political instability, economic shocks, and global market trends can trigger wild swings in currency valuations.
Imagine a migrant sending home their hard-earned savings, carefully calculated to cover the cost of land or construction.
A sudden depreciation in the local currency could mean that what was once sufficient now falls short, leaving them scrambling to cover the deficit.
This constant uncertainty creates a financial tightrope walk, where every transaction carries a very high element of risk.
The reverse scenario can be equally challenging.
A person in diaspora who purchased a property years ago when the exchange rate was favorable may find that the value of their investment has significantly diminished by the time they decide to sell.
This can be particularly disheartening if they were relying on those funds for retirement or to support their family.
The unpredictable nature of currency exchange rates adds a layer of complexity to every financial decision, demanding constant vigilance, meticulous planning, and a willingness to adapt to ever-changing market conditions.
For migrants, this means accepting that their investment journey will be a constant balancing act, requiring them to weigh their emotional ties to their homeland against the cold, hard realities of the global financial landscape. The dream of building a home in one's homeland often conjures images of skilled workers, readily available materials, and a construction process that hums along with efficiency and affordability.
However, the reality on the ground can be starkly different.
Construction costs in developing countries, while potentially lower than in developed nations, are often subject to unpredictable fluctuations due to inflation, material shortages, and unreliable supply chains.
Also, because of the separation by distance, people in diaspora are often at the mercy of family members and friends turned contractors and project managers, who may not always have their best interests at heart.
They will most often deal with hugely inflated invoices and use of substandard materials. Unexpected delays can quickly turn a dream project into a financial nightmare.
Even seemingly minor details like the cost of permits, inspections, and utility connections can add up, creating a constant drain on resources.
Furthermore, the lack of transparency in pricing and the prevalence of informal or lack of agreements and contracts can make projects challenging for migrants to accurately budget for intended projects.
Hidden fees, last-minute demands for additional payments, theft of material, cultural facilitation fees, and many other types of undocumented charges can further escalate costs, leaving investors feeling frustrated and exploited.
Navigating this complex landscape can make a well-intended venture become a source of physical and mental anguish.
However, for migrants wanting to invest in their home countries, the stakes are often higher, and the ability to mitigate those risks is significantly diminished by distance.
Real estate markets in developing countries can be particularly volatile, influenced by a confluence of factors such as political instability, economic downturns, and even rumors and speculation.
A booming market can quickly turn sluggish, leaving investors with properties that are difficult to sell or rent at a profit.
This volatility is made worse by the lack of reliable market data and to make informed investment decisions.
The emotional attachment to one's homeland can further cloud judgment, leading to impulsive purchases or an unwillingness to sell, even when market conditions are unfavorable.
Migrants may find themselves clinging to an investment that is losing value, hoping for a market rebound that may never materialize.
To navigate this volatile landscape, people must prioritize objective analysis over emotional attachment.
And to make guided investment decisions. In third world countries, real properties are not as liquid as in developed countries. Converting property into cash can be a time-consuming and often costly process.
This lack of liquidity poses a significant challenge for people in diaspora who may require access to funds quickly in the event of an emergency, a job loss, or an unexpected life event. Imagine a person facing a real emergency abroad and needing to access funds tied up in a property back home. The process of selling the property, navigating legal procedures, and transferring funds can take an extremely long time, during which financial situation could deteriorate rapidly.
Furthermore, the emotional attachment to the property, often intertwined with the desire to maintain a connection to the homeland, can make it difficult for migrants to make rational decisions about selling, even when it is financially prudent to do so. Dual lives, divergent costs, the financial strain of two worlds. The allure of building a dream home in one's homeland can blind a person to a crucial financial reality. They are essentially managing two separate lives, each with its own set of expenses and financial obligations. Even if they are earning a comfortable income abroad, They are simultaneously pouring resources into a project that often feels like a bottomless pit.
And making payments on mortgage and property taxes in their current country of residence. Also, the inevitable unexpected expenses associated with managing a property remotely back home can place a significant strain on finances, no matter how much income is earned. This can impact the ability to save for retirement and their children's education beyond high school, or even their day-to-day living expenses in their adopted country.
The emotional tug-of-war between providing for their families abroad, families back home, and embarking on investments back in their homeland can create a constant source of stress. This may often lead to difficult relationships with spouses. This strain can be particularly acute for those also supporting family members back home. The decision to invest in real estate in one's homeland often stems from a deep well of emotional and cultural ties. Migrants, yearning for a tangible connection to their roots, may find themselves placing immense trust in individuals who represent a bridge to that past. Family members, childhood friends, or members of their extended community.
This inherent trust, while a testament to their values and upbringing, can create a dangerous blind spot, rendering them vulnerable to exploitation by those they least expect. The geographical distance, coupled with the complexities of navigating unfamiliar legal and bureaucratic systems, further amplifies this vulnerability.
Because of separation from the day-to-day realities on the ground, people living in diaspora may rely heavily on intermediaries to oversee their investments and financial transactions. This reliance, while often necessary, creates opportunities for trusted individuals to exploit them.
The allure of quick profits brought about by hardship, the perception of people living in overseas as easy targets with deep pockets, and a culture of impunity in some regions can create a fertile ground for fraud to flourish. Sadly, the perpetrators of these scams are often not strangers, but individuals who have gained the trust of their victims through familial bonds, friendship, and shared history or community ties.
This betrayal of trust cuts deep, leaving people overseas not only financially devastated but also emotionally scarred, and their sense of belonging shattered.
The financial devastation wreaked by real estate scams carried out by family and friends is often just the tip of the iceberg for victims living in diaspora. Beyond the tangible loss of savings, investments, and dreams, lies a profound emotional toll that can reverberate throughout their life.
The betrayal of trust, particularly when it comes from family members, childhood friends, or respected members of their community, cuts deep, leaving lasting scars on their sense of identity, belonging, and faith in humanity. The emotional fallout can manifest in various ways: shock, disbelief, anger, guilt, shame, and a profound sense of vulnerability.
Victims may grapple with feelings of foolishness for having been deceived, questioning their own judgment and blaming themselves for not having seen the warning signs. The emotional stress can manifest physically as well, leading to sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, and a range of psychosomatic symptoms.
The impact extends beyond the individual victim, rippling outwards to affect their families and relationships. Spouses may struggle to comprehend the emotional depth of the betrayal, leading to tension, resentment, and a breakdown in communication. Children, too, may sense the shift in the family dynamics, feeling the weight of their parents' stress and absorbing the unspoken anxieties that permeate the household.
The road to recovery from such betrayal is long and arduous, requiring time, support, and a conscious effort to rebuild trust, not only in others, but also in oneself.
Because of parental demands, customs, and a need to fit in, some people living in diaspora often face a complex emotional tug-of-war about the need to build a property back home. Watch out for the next episode of Rich Level Migrant. We will reveal the breakthrough solution that can save your peace, relationships, and help you achieve wealth right where you are so you can invest wherever you want, including back home. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share.